sports. Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Straight ahead from inside his 25. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And now we'll get a look at this offense for the first time today. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you'd build one just like this. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
That's going to do it for us from here for Jesse. Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. Great starting point, takes it inside his own 25. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Okay, so here comes the offense for the first time today. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like... When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. Running to daylight from inside his 25. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. All right, guys, here's our first look at this offense today. And here's the man they rally around, and you know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You've got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
So that's good. Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And now we'll get a look at this offense for the first time today. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing. A strong, methodical, workman-like effort from this team. No frills, just getting the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack. Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses, and man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, oh, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat, face, ball game over.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis. Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. He'll start the return inside his 25. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Okay, so here comes the offense for the first time today. Here he comes, and obviously a defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Now on second down. Now on the move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road, first drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
On the return, it's good. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. Two physical athletes that are going to be going.
Oh, he's going to go up top. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the...
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got three DBs, three corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd down.
Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. The pitch. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. He's going to take off, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay a nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a 4th down.
And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's good. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Finds a man in the middle. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Robinson looking to pass. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Off play action. Looking to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So they couldn't get it done on 3rd down. Now they'll line up in punt formation. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Goes to the option. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And the fullbacks, you know, usually are typically in there to block, right? Those are the big, strong guys that usually lead the way for the running back. But occasionally you slip it to them, and you probably don't do it too much and don't make a living off it. But when you get a nice little chunk like this, maybe you find another way to give him the football.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter.
That's the end of
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. On the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The punt team makes its way onto the field.
Number 47, on to kick it away.
Running it back, it's good. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. The offense set for a first down play. He slings it deep to the left. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. From the gun to give, looking for room.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He makes a grab. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Ripping through the defense. He's in for the touchdown.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. He wants to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. On the option. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Pocket starts to collapse. Trying to make magic with his feet. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Trying to get to it. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it down the left. Afterburner's coming. Lean for the wire. Touchdown. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for space, it's Morris. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Second down coming up.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like a terrific atmosphere there today in San Diego. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And just like that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Snapdragon Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the offense on first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. He rifles one deep down the middle. Just like that, a huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He wants it all. Open in the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, and you keep finding them.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Takes it inside the 25, and he'll bring it back. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. A first down for the offense. On the option. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. They'll try to snap it quickly.
Brings up second down.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. The give to the big fullback. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And they give it to the fullback going downhill right now. And I tell you what, most of the time, the fullback takes you the ball, but it's most of the time as a blocker. And they give it to him really quickly. Linebacker comes down and meet him in the hole. I tell you what, that's big on big collision right there. Big boy pads and big boy pads.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. After the miss on 3rd down, the punt team is on the field. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's going to fire deep. Pulls it in on the left. Oh, look out. He's at the 10. Pulls it in and runs into the end zone for a touchdown. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. On the run from inside his 25. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
He's tackled at the 34. Brings up 2nd down.
Okay, break. Here we go.
Now on the option. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Pickup of 2. Brings up 3rd down.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Off the play fake. And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash. And here comes the punt team. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Little touch pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Robinson will throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And trying to put points on the board on third down, now they're staring at fourth down.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he's in for the score. Touchdown.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They'll run the option. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
He's brought down at the 31. Brings up second down.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
Jackrabbits.
He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. He's going to pass. Coming after it. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. 6th play of the drive coming up.
Second down.
He's back to throw on second down. A little screen to the running back. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. They're bringing heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
On second down, looking again to throw. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 40, the 20, the 10. Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. On the move from inside his own 20. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Offense set on first down. Running back goes in motion. He'll start this drive firing. Feeling some heat. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. Let's see what they've got on second down.
Brings up second down.
He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Breaks the tackle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.